गंधर्व गिरिधारी श्री श्री राधा विनोद बिहारी जू की जय। श्री गोविंद गोपीनाथ मदन मोहन जू की जय। नित्याल विष्णु विष्णुपाद शुतर शुत श्रीमद भक्ति वेदांत नारायण गोसाई महाराज शुद्ध गुरुदेव की जय। नित्याल विष्णु विष्णुपाद शुतर शुत श्रीमद भक्ति वेदांत वामन गोसाई महाराज की जय। नित्याल विष्णु विष्णुपाद शुतर शुत श्रीमद भक्ति वेदांत साई महाराज शुद्ध प्रभुपाद की जय। नित्याल विष्णु विष्णुपाद शुतर शुत श्रीमद भक्ति प्रज्ञान केशव गोसाई महाराज की जय। नित्याल विष्णु विष्णुपाद शुतर शुत श्रीमद भक्ति सिद्धांत सरस्वती गोसाई प्रभुपाद की जय। नित्याल प्रविष्ट महाभागवत शुद्ध गोक्षर बाबाजी महाराज की जय। नित्याल प्रविष्ट शुद्ध सच्चिदानंद भक्ति विनोद ठाकुर की जय। नित्याल प्रविष्ट वैष्णव सार्वभौम शुद्ध जगन्नाथ दास बाबाजी महाराज की जय। श्री रूपानु गौरिया गुरु वर्ग की जय। श्री रूप सनातन भट्ट रघुनाथ श्री जीव गोपाल भट्टदास रघुनाथ शारद गोसाई प्रभु की जय। श्री स्वरूप दामोदर राय रामानंदारी श्री गौर पार्षद वृंद की जय। नाम जय श्री हरिदास ठाकुर की जय। प्रेम से कहो श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर शिवासरी गौर भक्त वृंद की जय। श्री क्षेत्र मंडल गौर मंडल व्रज मंडल मथुर वृंदावन धाम की जय। सर्व अभिष्ट विराट गिरिराज महाराज की जय। श्री राधा कुंड श्याम कुंड की जय। श्री यमुना देवी गंगा देवी की जय। श्री तुलसी महारानी वृंद देवी की जय। श्री भक्ति देवी की जय। श्री पूर्णमासी योग माया की जय। श्री गोपेश्वर महादेव की जय। श्री हरि नाम संकीर्तन की जय। अनंत कोटि वैष्णव वृंद की जय। जय श्री कार्तिक व्रत नियम सेवक की जय। ऊर्ज व्रत की जय। ऊर्जेश्वरी रसेश्वरी शिव शुभानंदिनी श्रीमती राधा ठाकुरानी की जय। जय श्री दामोदराष्ट्र की जय। श्री सनातन गोस्वामी दिग्दर्शिनी-टीका की जय। श्री गुरुदेव दिग्दर्शिनी वृत्ति की जय। अनंत कोटि वैष्णव वृंद की जय। समागत गौर भक्त वृंद की जय। श्रीनिताय गौर प्रेमानंदे हरि हरि बोल। ज्ञानतिमिरन्धस्य ज्ञानाञ्जनशलाकया चक्षुरुन्मिलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरुवे नमः। गुरुवे गौरचन्द्राय राधिकाय तदालये कृष्णाय कृष्णभक्ताय तद्भक्ताय नमो नमः। वाञ्छाकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपा सिन्धुभ्य एव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः। नमो महावदन्याय कृष्णप्रेमप्रदायते कृष्णाय कृष्णचैतन्य नाम्ने गौरत्रिषे नमः। अंगश्यामलिमच्छटाभिरभितो मन्दीकृतेन्दीवरम् जाड्यं जागुडरोचिषं विदधतां पट्टाम्बरस्य श्रिया वृन्दारण्यविलासिनां हृदि लसत् धामाभिरामोदरम् राधास्कन्धनिवेशितोज्ज्वलभुजां ध्यायेम दामोदरम्। तवैवास्मि न जीवामि त्वया विना इति विज्ञाय देवी त्वां नायमां चरणन्तिकम्। भक्त्या विहीन अपराधलक्षाय क्षिप्ताष्टकामादितरङ्गमध्ये कृपामयि त्वं शरणं प्रपन्ना वृन्दे नमस्ते चरणारविन्दम्। भज श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर शिवासरि गौर भक्त वृंदा। Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Dandavat Pranams. Uh, Ashray Tat Prabhu, Hari Bol. Nri Hari Prabhu. Nri Hari Prabhu, Bhavatarani Mataji, Nitai Mukesh ji, Champak Mataji, Achyutananda Prabhu, Radha Vinod Bihari Prabhu, um, Radha Vinod Prabhu, Anadi Krishna Prabhu, um, Vidyalala Sadidi, Indira Mataji, Raseshwari Mataji, and all the other devotees joining. I'm guessing Ganga Mataji is there. I don't know. If you write a comment, I'll see your name. Maybe Rohini Nandan Prabhu. And also pronouns all the devotees watching in the future, like um, like Shachi Devi, Jayadev Prabhu, and Krishna Rose, Ananda Pradayini, and everybody else. Haribol. So today we will read Dāmodarāṣṭakam, verse 5. The commentary of Srila Sanatana Goswami Pad and Srila Gurudev. But first, let's sing. Let's sing the Ashtakam. Okay. Namamishwaram Sachidanandarupam Lasat Kundalam Gokule Brajamanam Yaśodābhiyo lokha-lābhaiḥ paramrishtamatyantato drutya gopyā Rudanta muhurnetra yugmamrijantam karamphojayugmena satankanetra muhuśvasakampa trirekhankakantha stitagraiva-damodaram bhakti-vṛttaṁ iti drik swalilabhir anandakunde swaghosham nimajjantam akyapayantam tadiyeshitageshu bhaktarjitatam puna prematastam shatta vṛtti vande varam deva moksham na mokshavadim va na chanya vrineham varesharapiha idaṁ te vapurnata gopalapalam sada me manasya āvirāstām kimanyaya idaṁ te mukhāmbhojam avyakta-nīlair vṛtaṁ kuntalaiḥ snigdha-raktaiś gopyā muhuś cumbitaṁ bimba-raktādharaṁ manasy āvirāstām alaṁ lakṣa-lābhaiḥ Namo Deva Damodarananta Vishnu Prasida Prabhu Dukha Jalabdhi Magna Kripa Drishti Vrishtyati Dinam Patano Grihane Shamam Agyam Edakshi Drishyan Kuberatmajo Baddha Murtaiva Yadvad Tvaya mochito bhakti bhajo krito cha Tatha prema bhaktin swakame prayacha Namokshe graho mesti damodareha Namaste stu dhamne spuradipti dhamne Tvadiyodarayatha vishvasa dhamne Namo Radhikayai Tvadiyapriyayai Namo Nantalilai devaya tubbham. Namo Radhikaya Tvadiya Priyaya. Namo Radhikaya Tvadiya Priyaya. Namo Nantaleelai Devaya Tubbham. Namo Nantaleelai Devaya Tubbham. Radha Damodara, Radha Damodara, Damodara, Radha Damodara. Jai Radha Damodara, Radha Damodara, Radhe Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Nitai Gaur, Hari Bol. Nitai Gaur Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Nitai Gaur Hari Bol. All right, so now we will begin. It's verse 5 of Dāmodarāṣṭakam. Let's try doing it in the actual meter. Let's see. Idaṁ te mukhāmbhojam. No, what is it? Idaṁ te mukhāmbho. Idaṁ te mukhāmbhojam. No, sorry, I'm not used to doing it in the right meter. Anyways, let's just sing it. Oh. Idaṁ te mukhāmbhojam avyakta-nīlair. Vṛtaṁ kuntalaiḥ snigdha-raktaiś gopyā. Muhuś cumbitaṁ bimba-raktādharaṁ. Manasy āvirāstām alaṁ lakṣa-lābhaiḥ. So idaṁ is this. This mukhāmbhojam. Ambhoja means lotus, mukha means face. So this lotus face, te means of yours. So this lotus face of yours. Avyakta-nīlair. And actually, I think many times it's attainments. Sometimes people say avyakta-nīlair, sometimes they say attainments, but I think the meaning is basically the same. Just means like very, very nila, very dark blue. Vṛtaṁ. Vṛtaṁ means it encircles. What encircles? Kuntalaiḥ. It is encircled by, kuntalaiḥ means by hair. This hair is very, this hair has a snigdha-raktaiś. It's a very soft, reddish, yeah. So it's like very dark blue and it's reddish also. I guess like a reddish glow or something like that. And gopyā means by the gopī. It is this mukhāmbhojam is muhu means again and again. It is cumbitaṁ. It is kissed again and again by a gopī. Doesn't mention which gopī that is. So that's open to interpretation. It could either mean Mother Yasodā or it could mean another gopī. It could mean Śrīmati Radhika even. And that mukhāmbhojam, that beautiful lotus face, has bimba-raktādharaṁ. Bimba, you know the bimba-fruit. Rakta means red. Adhara. Adhara means lips. So as bimba, red lips. Bimba-raktādharaṁ. So me means in my manasy, in my mind. Āvirāstām. May remain manifest in my mind. Alaṁ lakṣa-lābhaiḥ. Alaṁ means enough. Enough with lakṣa-lābhaiḥ, with hundreds of thousands of other attainments. So what need is there? Enough with all that. I don't want anything else. All right, so here's a translation. Here, O Deva, your lotus-like face, encircled by soft blackish-blue curly locks of hair that have a reddish glow, is repeatedly kissed by the gopī Śrī Yaśodā. May your supremely charming lotus face, with lips like red bimba-fruit, always remain manifest in my heart. I do not care about millions of other attainments. Don't care about it. Okay, so then Srila Sanatana Goswami's commentary. It seems like Sanatana Goswami says avyakta-nīlair. See, here it says in it, katam bhutam avyakta-nīlair. Avyakta-nīlair means parama shamalai. Okay, so he says avyakta-nīlair just means it's extremely dark. Well, sham can mean dark blue also, right? And then snigdha-raktaiś means kuntalaiḥ keshar alakat. Anyways, whatever. Okay, let's read the Bhavanubad. In the previous verse, Sri Satyavrat Muni prayed for Sri Krishna's whole form as Bal Gopal in Vrindavan to forever manifest in his heart. In this verse, he prays, among all the limbs of your worshipful form, your Sri Vigraha, I especially yearn to behold your supremely enchanting lotus face. Sri Satyavrat Muni speaks this verse beginning with idaṁ in order to convey his desire to Sri Bhagavan. Once, in his meditation, Sri Satyavrat Muni had a momentary glimpse, or spurti, of the indescribable beauty of his worshipful Lord's lotus face. Now he expresses his experience in words. He expresses his experience in words by saying, mukhāmbhojam. Your face is just like a lotus flower. In fact, your face is the original source of the beauty found in the fully bloomed lotus flower. It soothes all suffering, and it is permeated by the sweet nectar of supreme bliss. Then he prays, Me manasy muhuś āvirāstām. May that lotus face manifest within my heart again and again. What is Sri Krishna's lotus face like? Sri Satyavrat Muni continues. Your lotus face is encircled by curls of extremely black, parama shamala, soft hair that have a reddish luster. The word vṛtaṁ suggests those curly locks seem like bumblebees around the lotus flower of your face. He continues, your lotus face is kissed again and again by a gopī. The gopī mentioned here can be conceived of as either Śrī Yaśodā or Śrī Radha. Although the word muhuś again and again can be applied to me manasy āvirāstām as before, so may you manifest again and again within my mind or heart, it can also be applied here to gopyā. It is kissed again and again, that face. Thus it can be used twice. Once regarding the gopī's kisses, gopyā muhuś cumbitaṁ, and once regarding the sage's vision of Sri Krishna's lotus face, me manasy muhuś avyakta-nīlair. Also, if we restrict the use of muhuś to gopyā based on its position within the verse, then a third sense is derived. Your lotus face is kissed again and again by extremely fortunate Śrī Yaśodā, or by Śrī Radha Gopī. May that face manifest in my heart, even if I can only see it one time. Alternatively, the phrase me manasy avyakta-nīlair is a partial repetition of the phrase sada me manasy avyakta-nīlair from the previous verse. Therefore, the word sada, always, can also be applied here to derive the meaning, may the vision of your lotus face being kissed again and again by Śrī Yaśodā or by Śrī Radha remain manifest in my heart forever. So you can see it's just connected to the previous verse, which said sada. just repeating the same thing. Oh, and Haribol Ganga Mataji. Śrī Satyavrat Muni describes another beautiful feature of Sri Krishna's lotus face with the words bimba-raktādharaṁ. Vat means like, so like a bimba, red lips. Bimba-raktādharaṁ. May your lotus face with lips like red bimba fruit remain visible in my heart forever. Then my life will be successful. He ends the verse with lakṣa-lābhaiḥ. Besides this, millions and millions of other attainments are of no importance to me. The reconciliation of Sri Satyavrat Muni's rejection of millions of other attainments is the same as the one presented in the previous verse, which says, Okay, so thus ends the English rendition of the previous verse says Kim Anyai, right? And this one says lakṣa-lābhaiḥ. So thus ends the English rendition of the Dig-darśinī-ṭīkā on the 5th verse. Now we're reading our Srila Gurudev's Dig-darśinī-vṛtti. In the previous verse, it was as though Sri Bhagavan had become pleased by Sri Satyavrat Muni's devotional sentiments and said, "O sage, I am satisfied with you. Ask a benediction from me." In response, Sri Satyavrat Muni prayed, "O Prabhu, O Master of all those who grant benedictions, you are the most exalted. There is no limit to the blessings you can grant. But, my dear Lord, none of those boons are of any use to me." In the present verse, Sri Satyavrat Muni prays, "Idaṁ te mukhāmbhojam." All I want is to see your exquisitely beautiful lotus face in my heart again and again. He is remembering the indescribable beauty of Sri Bhagavan's lotus face in his form as Bal Gopal. Sri Satyavrat Muni only had a glimpse of that form within his heart, as he only had a spurti during his meditation. What was it like? At first, the sage uses the word avyakta. It is beyond the grasp of the material mind or material words. Actually, I want to just quickly look up that word avyakta in the dictionary. Just give me 1 second. Okay. Avyakta. Sanskrit dictionary. Oops. Let's look up the word. Is it long A? Okay, so avyakta in the dictionary. Imperceptible. Let's see apte. Interesting. Yeah, so it says imperceptible. That's the one that makes sense to me here. Here it says avyakta raga means dark red. Raga means red, but avyakta raga, dark red. So I guess avyakta can also just mean dark when it's together with a color. Interesting. Okay. So at first the sage uses the word avyakta. It is beyond the grasp of the material mind or material words. Further reflecting on what he saw in his vṛtti, he says, his lotus face is encircled, vṛtaṁ, by dark black curls of hair, which have a soft red glow that makes him look like bumblebees. Mother Yasodā and the gopis kiss that lotus face again and again. In the previous verse, Sri Satyavrat Muni prayed to see Sri Krishna's Bal Gopal form within his heart. But now he is praying specifically to see his beautiful lotus face, which he yearns to kiss. He wonders, If I want to achieve something so rare, will this hope of mine ever be fulfilled? The present verse marks the escalation of the intense longing developing within Śrī Satyavrat Muni's heart. And seeing Achyutananda Guru saying, vyakta means that which can be expressed, so avyakta means that which cannot be expressed. Okay, inexpressible. Okay, great. Yeah, this is... Okay. So, I want to achieve something so rare. Will this hope of mine ever be fulfilled? Now, this present verse marks the escalation of intense longing developing within Śrī Satyavrat Muni's heart. At first, by the power of sadhu sangha, an inclination to serve Sri Krishna enters the heart. When one's anarthas are gradually driven away by performing bhajan and sadhu sangha, the inclination to serve Sri Krishna will continue to increase, and one's consciousness will blossom more and more through the progressive stages of love of God, beginning from nishtha, then through ruchi, asakti, bhav, and finally prem. However, a profound concept must be considered regarding each soul's ultimate development of love for Krishna. If the intrinsic and eternal inclination of a particular soul is to dedicate himself to Sri Bhagavan in the mood of a servant, dasyaras, then his deepest inner hankerings will only be fulfilled by that mode of service. His service tendency will never proceed beyond dasyaras. Śrī Satyavrat Muni's prayers reveal that his mood is destined to develop beyond dasyaras, and that this is why this verse expresses increasing longing within his heart. We can understand his situation by considering the history of Gopakumar. Even when Gopakumar had attained residence in Vaikuntha, his inner hankering was not satisfied. It was not even satisfied when he reached Ayodhya or Dwarka within Vaikuntha. Finally, he reached Goloka Vrindavan, and when he experienced loving exchanges with Krishna in the mood of friendship, Sakhya Bhav, all his desires were at last fulfilled. His mood never went any further. Similarly, Śrī Satyavrat Muni's longing is advancing through progressive levels of bhakti. Each sadhak will relish the sweetness of Sri Krishna's pastimes according to his own relationship, his own sambandha, his own relationship with Krishna, and also according to his qualification, according to his adhikar. Thus, in the description of Sri Krishna's lotus face being kissed again and again, Srila Sanatana Goswami explains that the word gopyā can refer to either Mother Yasoda or Sri Radhika. The phenomenon of relishing Sri Krishna's pastimes according to one's own mood is illustrated in the following example. Once, upon seeing scratch marks on her son's limbs, Mother Yasoda exclaims, "Oh, where did all these scratches come from?" Kundalata, who was standing nearby, heard this and commented, "Your son performs ras at night. These marks are from that." Ras Lila is the prominent pastime in Madhur Ras, in conjugal love. So how could Mother Yasoda be privy to this amorous pastime? The answer is that Mother Yasoda was simply inquiring like an ordinary mother who is worried about the scratches on her son. Still, she's not necessarily unaware that her son is in fact performing Ras Lila. But Salya Ras assists and nourishes Madhur Ras. Nevertheless, as soon as Mother Yasoda heard Kundalata's reply, she at once said, "My darling boy is still breastfeeding. He does not even have his milk teeth. He can barely speak. He just talks in broken childish language. But you are saying he engages in amorous affairs at night? My dear young lady, you do not know. I'll tell you how he got these marks. When he takes the cows into the forest to graze, he loses himself in play with the other boys. Sometimes while chasing stray calves, he runs through thorny bushes. He is so absorbed in playing at such times that he is not even aware that he is being scratched. That is where these marks come from. The devotee will hanker for a particular ras according to his own eternal mood. Srila Sanatana Goswami presents Sri Satyavrat Muni as a perfect example of this. According to his own mood, Sri Satyavrat Muni is trying to awaken within his own heart the bhav of one of Sri Radha's eternal Ragatmika Jan by performing sadhan bhajan under their guidance. Following in the footsteps of Sri Satyavrat Muni, a sadhak should think, if earrings which are only gold can kiss the cheeks of Sri Krishna, then why can't I? Certainly I will also do this. With this yearning, he should endeavor to attain his goal with the conviction that he does not need any other benediction. Such endeavor is called abhideya. When he at last attain his own eternal constitutional mood of service in one of the 5 rasas, then he will attain the ultimate goal, Prayojan. Whose prem is stronger? Mother Yashoda's prem for her darling son is certainly stronger than his prem for her. Her prem can control Krishna and bind him. If any devotee hears the pastimes of Mother Yashoda binding Krishna with her prem and of her kissing his lotus face again and again, a longing will enter his heart. If I follow in the footsteps of Mother Yashoda, perhaps I will also be able to kiss the lotus face of her darling boy. But who kisses Sri Krishna's face the most? More than anyone else, Srimati Radhika drinks the nectar of Sri Krishna's lotus face by kissing it again and again. At the beginning of this ashtakam, Sri Satyavrat Muni was praying in the mood of dasyaras. Now in this verse, his prayers are imbued with a desire to enter the mood of vatsalyaras. May that supremely charming lotus face, which is kissed again and again by Mother Yashoda, manifest within my heart forever. In the same way, every sadhak will initially consider himself to be the servant of Sri Krishna in a general sense. However, by performing intimate service and by acquiring Sri Bhagavan's mercy, he will gradually progress in a deep longing to perform service under the guidance of one of Sri Krishna's eternal associates. Anugatya Mai Seva will begin to manifest within his heart. Just like the omniscient supersoul present in the core of everyone's heart, the Guru has the special characteristic of perfectly knowing our heart. He knows the eternal constitutional mood of our soul, our relationship with Bhagavan, and accordingly, he connects us with him. Then, by supplying the water of hearing, chanting, and remembering, he nourishes that relationship and cuts down anything that obstructs that nourishment with the sharp axe of his words. He does this so expertly that the sadhak barely notices, but all the while, the needful is accomplished. This is what the bona fide Guru and genuine Vaishnavas do. They do not have bodies of flesh and bone which are subject to change and which may die at any moment. They are the eternal associates of the most merciful incarnation of Krishna, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, who descended to deliver the fallen souls in this age of Kali. Guru and Vaishnavas. Is there still internet? 1 second, let me just make sure. Because the power went out, and lots of times when the power goes out, the internet also goes. Looks like there's still internet. I think. Yeah, okay. So Guru and Vaishnavas are among the intimate companions of the divine couple, Shri Radha Krishna. The way Sri Bhagavan extends his loving mercy to the souls bound by Maya is by sending associates like these in the form of Vaishnavas. Shri Krishna's lips have been compared to red bimba fruits, bimba-raktādharaṁ. Although ripened bimba fruit is extremely soft and beautiful, in reality it is far excelled by the softness and beauty of Shri Krishna's lips. Still, even though Shri Krishna's lips are so beautiful, He constantly hankers to drink the nectar of the lips of his beloved gopis. Then what must their lips be like? The most clear example of how Sri Krishna hankers to drink the nectar of the gopis' lips is found in Bhramar Gita, in the conversation between Srimati Radhika and a bumblebee. Sakre dadara sudam swam. No. Sakre. What's the meter for this? Sakre dadara sudhang swam mohining payayitva. Sumanasa sorry. Sakre dadara sudhang swam mohining payayitva. Sumanasa iva sadyas tatyajesman bhavadrik. Paricharati katham tat pada padmang nupadma yapi bhatarita cheta yuttama shloka jalpai. This is the 47th chapter of the 10th canto, verse 13. So Srimati Radhika in Brahmar Gita, she's saying, just as you abandon a flower after drinking its honey, Sri Krishna completely bewildered us by making us drink the nectar of his lips only once, and then suddenly abandoned us. Why does goddess Padma, Lakshmi Devi, who herself is just like a lotus flower, serve his lotus feet? It seems that her mind has certainly been stolen by his cunning words. However, we are not naive like Lakshmi Devi. Srimati Radhika spoke these words to the bumblebee in intense separation from Krishna. "O bumblebee, messenger of Krishna," she said, "your master knew that when he would leave us in the future to go to Mathura and elsewhere, we, the young damsels of Vraj, would die from being separated from him. He likes to see us writhing in the pain of separation so much that he forcefully made us drink the nectar of his lips just once, for only a few moments. He knew that death cannot come to anyone who drinks that nectar, and he knew that later, unable to die from the pain of separation, we would simply writhe in agony." Sri Krishna's eyes, his eyebrows, his smile, and his lips are the sharp arrows of Cupid. Once someone has seen them, he will remain wounded forever. Devotees who cultivate raganuga bhakti, that's bhakti following in the wake of ragatmika bhakti, or who are rupanuga, who are followers of Srila Rupa Goswami, they remember that all these moods of Srimati Radhika in separation as they perform sadhana, and thus they lose all awareness of their bodies, their homes, and so on. Sri Vrishabhanunandini continued to angrily lament to the bumblebee as she burns in the blazing fire of separation. Yadanucharita lila karna piyusha viprut sakradadana vidhuta dvandva dharma vinashta sapadi griha kutumba dina mutsrijadina bahava iha vihanga bhikshucharyam charanti. What's this? The previous verse we read is verse 13, and this one is verse 18. "O messenger, descriptions of your master's pastimes are exactly like nectar. If someone accepts even one drop of that nectar through his ears, even once, then his sense of obligation to worldly dualities is utterly ruined. Because of that nectar, many people have quit their homes and families, leaving them utterly miserable, only to become miserable themselves. They live as mendicant beggars, wandering through these forests of Vraj, like birds without shelter." As if Sri Radhika heard the bumblebee ask him for an example of this, she said, "We are the unavoidable proof that this is true. There is no need to look for evidence anywhere else. Simply by hearing about his pastimes, we have become homeless. What becomes of such a miserable homeless person? In Srimad Bhagavatam 11:240, it is described, Evam vṛtta sapriyanama kirtya jatanurago drutachitta uchai hasatatoro dhitirotigaya tunmadavan nrityati lokabahya. Saintly people who have firmly devoted themselves to serving Sri Bhagavan with deep love constantly engage in kirtan of the names of Sri Krishna. They constantly engage in kirtan of the names of Sri Krishna they most love. When deep attachment, when anurag arises in them, their hearts thoroughly melt and they become mad in love of God. They laugh and cry loudly. Agitated by love, they sing about their Lord in sweet voices. And just like madmen, without a trace of shyness, they dance and sing, unaffected by the opinions of ordinary people. Even Sri Krishna's flute, a dry piece of bamboo, drives the three worlds mad when it is touched by the powerful nectar of Sri Krishna's lips. However, the gopis regard the flute with spite, as if it were their co-wife. This is from the Venu Gita. Gopyā kimācharadayam kushalam smavenur Dāmodarāṣṭakam api gopikanam bhunkte svayam yaravashishtarasam hridinyo hrishyatvachoshru mumuchustaravo yatarya. Oops, need to fix that. This is Srimad Bhagavatam 10:21-9. Oh dear Sakis, we cannot imagine what sort of sadhan and bhajan the flute must have performed in previous verse, that in our very presence it is drinking the nectar of Damodar's lips, which rightfully belongs to us alone. It is not even sparing a drop of that ras for us. On the pretext of their blossoming lotus flowers, the rivers, which have nourished the flute with their water, with their ras, are exhibiting symptoms of ecstatic horripilation. The trees, who are the forefathers of the flute, are equal to the best of men. Seeing their descendants filled with such intense love for the Lord, they have become overjoyed, and tears of ecstasy are flowing from their eyes. The strength to attain these exalted feelings will enter our hearts by reciting the prayers of the exalted acharyas in our Guru Varga, headed by Sri Rupa and Sri Raghunath. Then, step by step, we will make progress on the path of bhakti. In Shri Radhika Par Parme Vigyapti, Srila Rupa Goswami prays, Radhe Jaya Jaya Madhava Daite Gokula Taruni Mandala Mahite. O Radha, all glories to you, all glories to you, the most beloved of Madhav. You are the most celebrated among all the young damsels of Gokul. Damodara Rati Vardhana Veshe Hari Nishkuta Vrinda Vipineshe. The beautiful way you the beautiful way you dress causes Śrī Dāmodarā's attachments to you to swell. You are the presiding goddess of Sri Hari's pleasure groves in the forest of Vrindavan. Vrishabhanu Dadi Navashashileke Lalita Sakhi Guna Ramita Vishakhe. From the milk ocean of Sri Vrishabhanu Maharaja's affection, you have arisen like a beautiful young moon. O dear friend of Lalita, by your qualities of playfulness and friendship, you have enchanted the heart of your intimate Sakhi, Vishakha. Karunam kuru mai karuna bharite sanaka sanatana varnita charite. You are so full of mercy that great yogis and brahmacharis like Sri Sanak Kumar and Sri Sanatan Kumar are always engaged in describing your exalted nature. So please be merciful to me. Now this prayer by Srila Rupa Goswami in Śrī Dāmodarāṣṭakam. Adevi kaku bharagar gadaya dhyavacha yache nipatya bhuvi dandavarur bhatarti asya prasadam abudasya janasya kritva gandharvike nijagane gananam videhi. O Devi Gandharvika, I am suffering greatly. I have fallen at your feet, and I am lying on the ground in front of you, just like a stick. With a choked voice, I am begging you, please be merciful to this fool and count me as one of your own. I put this quote in the songbook. As we sing these verses, we should meditate on our Guru Varga and consider, it is you who are actually submitting these prayers. It is you who are singing them. Without your mercy, I will never be qualified to make such prayers. It is only by their mercy that we can follow in their footsteps and pray like this, and thus gradually attain loving service to the divine couple in Vraj. There are two modes of meditation, mantramaya upasana and svarasiki upasana. When one deliberately concentrates on remembering only one particular pastime while performing bhajan, it is called mantramaya upasana. But when Sri Bhagavan's pastimes manifest in one's heart spontaneously, one after another, it is called svarasiki upasana. And it's one after another in no particular sequence also. It just happens, there's no order to it, there's no logic behind it, it's just happening many different pastimes and all at different times and all different types of pastimes. So I remember reading that explanation. So when performing bhajan and Vraj, only svarasiki upasana is present. In Vraj, wherever the sadhak goes, he has spurtis, momentary visions of Shri Krishna's eternally new pastimes. Beholding new spurtis everywhere he looks, he exclaims, Oh, Shri Krishna performs this pastime here. Then he beholds another spurti, and he performs that pastime over there. In an unbroken chain, Shri Krishna's pastimes are stirred up in his heart. Swarasiki upasana is called raganuga, or lobhamaya bhakti, bhakti imbued with intense hunger. When all our Guru Varga are immersed solely in this mode of meditation. Sri Satyavrat Muni has prayed, Alaṁ lakṣa-lābhaiḥ. Millions of other attainments are of no use to me. While his prayers until this point have reflected the mood of someone absorbed in vatsalya ras, we should not mistake these words to mean that he rejects the attainment of something higher than vatsalya prem. Fortunately, however, if one obtains the association of one of Srimati Radhika's companions, her mood will enter his heart and cause him to implore Shri Krishna, O Shri Krishna, if you are pleased with me and wants to give me something, then he'll submit this prayer. Shama Sundara Shikhanda Shekara Smera Hasa Murali Manohara Radhika Rasika Mam Kripa Nidhe Swapriya Charana Kinkarin Kuru. This is Shri Vittalacharya. O Sham Sundar, O beautiful dark boy with a peacock feather crown, your playful smile and your flute completely bewilder our minds. You are expert at tasting the nectar of Srimati Radhika's love, and you are an ocean of mercy. Please make me a maidservant of your beloved's lotus feet. Swapriya, your beloved, your own beloved, charana, her feet, kinkarim, guru, make me a kinkari. When Sri Krishna is truly satisfied, he considers it his own success to bestow this benediction upon the sadhaks and sadhikas. This is how the process of Rupanuga Bhajan gradually unfolds. We pray that the fruit of our bhajan will be that he gives us this topmost benediction. Thus ends the Dig-darśinī vṛtti on the 5th verse. And then tomorrow we will read verse 6. Namo Deva-Dāmodarāṣṭakam Vishnu Prasiddha Prabhu Dukha Jalabdi Magna Grihaneshamam Agyam Edakshi Drishya. This is about kirtan, bhakti in the form of kirtan. Before he is offering prayers, right? Now it will be kirtan, nam kirtan. All right, so that's our program for today. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Nitai Gaur, Hari Bol, Nitai Gaur, Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Nitai Gaur, Hari Bol. जय श्री सच्चिनंदन गौर हरि की जय, श्री श्री राधा विनोद बिहारी जू की जय, श्री गोविंद गोपीनाथ मदन मोहन जू की जय, जय श्री गुरुदेव की जय, जय श्री परम गुरुदेव की जय, श्री प्रभुपाद की जय, श्री रूपानु कोरिया गुरु वर्ग की जय, सपाशा श्री गौर नित्यानंद प्रभु की जय, श्री राधा कृष्ण गोप गोपीगान की जय, श्री गिरिराज महाराज की जय, श्री तुलसी महारानी बिंद देवी की जय, जय श्री हरिनाम जय श्री यशोदा दामोदर की जय, श्री राधा दामोदर की जय, जय श्री दामोदराष्टक की जय, श्री सत्यव्रत मुनि की जय, the Dig-darśinī-ṭīkā of Sanatana Goswami Pad ki jai, the Dig-darśinī vṛtti of Śrīla Gurudev ki jai, jai Shri Urja Vrat ki jai, Urjeshwari Raseshwari Shri Vrishabhanunandani Shrimati Radha Thakurani ki jai, Shri Harinam Sankirtan ki jai, Ananta Koti Vaishnava Vrinda ki jai, Samagata Gaur Bhakta Vrinda ki jai, Shri Nitai Gaur Premanande Hari Hari. वृंदाय तुलसी देवाय प्रियाय केशवाय कृष्ण भक्ति प्रद देवी सत्यवताय नमो नमः वंश कल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपा सिंधुभ्यैव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः. Dandava pranams, Nri Hari Prabhu, Bhavatarani Mataji, Nitai Mukesh ji, Ashray Tattva Prabhu, Dandava pranams Prabhu, Hari Bol. Champak Mataji, Anadi Krishna Prabhu, I saw Achyuta Krishna here before. I guess he left. Achyuta Krishna Prabhu, Nri Hari Prabhu. I already said Nri Hari Prabhu. Anadi Krishna Prabhu, Champak Mataji, and Vidyalala Sadidi, Ganga Mataji, Raseshwari Mataji, Indira Mataji, and all the devotees watching in the future, like Shachi Devi, Jayadev Prabhu, Krishna Rose, Ananda Pradayini, and Damodar Prabhu, everybody else. Hari Bol. Thank you so much for joining, and I'll see you all tomorrow to read verse 6. Is there anything anybody wants to mention before I end the stream for today? Okay, see you all tomorrow.